This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The Carifta Track and Field Championships will take place April 19th through the 21st in Martinique. Stephen Gardner will represent the Bahamas in the under-20 boys division, and he's expected to be one of the leaders on the team.
This is the second year training with me. Last year he was pretty weak. He's 6'4", very skinny, and so he needed to get some weight on his body, and he needed to get his strength together. And but right now he's doing well. He's from mainland Abaco, but he lives with me in Moores Island. He did very well in the 200. In fact, during the high school national, he ran a 20.68 in the 200, but he did not make the finals because he was not able to run the final by disqualify. And then on our 4x4 relay for the high school national, he split a 44.41. And so he came back for the Carifta trial, and he went 21.48 in the heats. And in the final, he ran a 20.65, removing Marcus Noah's record, which was 21.11. He's ready. He's looking good, and I am looking for great success for him for his future. And even in this Carifta, we hope that he would bring back the gold for the Bahamas.
The New Providence Basketball Association tipping off its best of 7 championship last night at the AF Adderley Gym. It is a title series rematch from last season, and despite some injury problems, the Commonwealth Bank Giants looked like the better team early on as they took a 23-16 lead over the defending champion Mailboat Cybots after the first quarter. The second quarter was pretty even, and the Giants took a 47-40 lead into the half. In the third quarter, the Cybots really started to find their form, and they outscored the Giants 35-23 to take a 75-70 lead into the final period, and that would be the difference. Cybots take game one, 100-93. Eugene Bain, once again the go-to man in the win. He had 35 points and 17 rebounds. Mitch Bain followed with 18. Ernest Saunders had 14. David Taylor adding 13, while Brian Tucker Bain, he had 10 points. For the Giants, Jackson Jacob led the way with a sign-high 22 points. Mark Hanna chipped in with 21. Chameleon Rose had a double-double with 13 points and 17 boards, while Jeremy Hutchinson also in double figures with 10 points.
We always start off flat, but we just stick to it, and we just do what our coach say, and we came in with the victory.
They have to be disciplined, man. And you know, once a guard's not controlling the basketball, we let them allow their bigs to control the ball. They don't make as good as decisions as a guard. So what we did was we put a lot of pressure on the basketball.
We know coming out, Giants wasn't going to just lay down and let us beat them. They said all over the radio, we have what they want. I don't understand how our rings could be theirs, but I guess we just got to come out here and show them that we're the champion, and if they want to take it from us, they're going to come out and play 40 minutes instead of just 20.
You know, the team didn't really follow the instructions at all in the second half. You know, we work on this stuff on Sunday early tonight. I like to tell the guys, you got to keep your composure, and we got to do the things for the full 48 minutes. If you don't do that, we can have the same results that happen tonight. You know, the guys don't know what they got to do, but that's a lack of focus. You know what I'm saying? But once we get back out here, come Wednesday night, hopefully, we can learn from our mistakes. Okay, and I'm committed to what we need to do to win this game. If we don't do it, then we end up losing.
Now, like you just heard, Game 2 is tomorrow night back at the AF Adderley Gym. Well, CrossFit is a new fitness craze to hit the Bahamas, and as Kelsey Johnson tells us tonight, a select group of Bahamians have already started to reap the benefits.
Are you willing to put your workout routine to the ultimate test? Well, Charles Johnson and members of Team G did. The 8-member squad recently returned home from the CrossFit Games, the biggest exercise regimen contest in the world. Representing the Bahamas was Brandon Moran, Chanel Munro, Johnson, Kelly Kerr, Tiffany Forbes, Kenny Mackey, Hannah Carroll, and Demetrius Bastian.
We just finished the Open last week, Thursday, right? So we wouldn't know what our status will be until probably a week later, if we're going to make it to the regionals, and that's where we represent Latin America. And then from the regionals, if you win, top team go to the CrossFit Games. Team came and represented the Latin America region last year, the Cayman Islands. They're the champs from the regionals. And this is our first time competing in the CrossFit Games. And so hopefully we make it to the regionals.
The games are broken down into 3 stages. The first is the Open, where athletes from 17 regions from around the world compete for 5 weeks. The regionals are held over 3 days. That's the qualifier for the 2014 Reebok CrossFit Games, where the fittest 100 men and women will compete.
They release a workout every Thursday. You have to do a video submission and send it into CrossFit headquarters where it's judged. They have rules and stipulation on how the movement should be and the workouts. We don't know what the workout is, so we train in based on all methods of CrossFit training. So we don't know what they're going to send. So you have to be ready in every aspect of CrossFit. So I try my hardest as a team captain to get these guys prepared to be ready for the CrossFit Games. This is the first time anybody ever competed. We started from January just to feel what the games is all about. And Tiffany right now is ranked 200 and some out of 700 women in Latin America. And Chanel, she's ranked 300, and Kelly. So the girls are doing really well. Brandon is ranked about 400 out of some 7,000 men, which is good for first time member. So all of the guys are ranked in the top 800, and the women are ranked in the 200-300 range.
The team is a part of the G-Fit Performance Workout community that trains in the box. Kelsey Johnson, ZNES Total Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Kelsey. Well, the All-Anders Barry Allen Regatta, that will take place during the Independence holiday, and Prime Minister Perry Christie hopes something will be done to honor one of the giants in the Bahamian sloop sailing community.
It is always good for us to remember and pay tribute to those who have done much for a long time towards making this a major national event in the calendar of our country. And so on behalf of all of us, I want to again use this occasion just to note that God always knows best, but that we remember the King, who did all that he could to lift up regatta sailing in our country.
We must pay tribute to King Eric, because King Eric was very much a part of it. But we must not forget the great contribution of Sir Duard Knowles. Sir Duard Knowles played a very important part in getting that off the ground. And so we want to remember those 2 men in a very special way as we plan this regatta. Because, when you're in the grave, people praise you, but sometime we would want people to be recognized while they can still hear and appreciate what has happened.
And that will do it for sports, but don't go anywhere. There's more to come after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.